Hey guys, this is Michael Myers 101, and today I'm doing my spoiler-free review of Halloween Ends. Yes, this is it. This is the end of this new trilogy that started in 2018, this David Gordon Green directed series. And I'm also going to be making a spoiler-filled review where I get into more details than this, of course, but for this video I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. But this is a very divisive film. And it definitely doesn't go the way that fans were expecting it to. So this review is going to be pretty vague because I feel that even giving away some of the kind of simple plot details would be somewhat of a spoiler in this situation. So similar to my Halloween Kills reviews, I'm going to be doing this review by giving you guys a list of pros and cons for the film and then give you some final thoughts. So let's start off with the pros. One thing I liked is this film goes in a very different direction than the previous films in the series, and I respect the originality of that. I liked that they tried something different. They didn't just do the same thing again. So I liked that. That's a good thing. Second, the music is great. John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies, they're back again. They've done it again. They've done a great job. I also liked the song "Burn It Down" by Boy Harsher that was used to represent a relationship between a couple of important characters in the film, and I think it worked really well. And they even had an awesome familiar song playing in the credits, so that was really cool too, but I don't want to spoil it for you. I also liked the ending. I feel that they definitely kept their word with the ending, in my opinion. They had a legit, definitive ending. They didn't take the easy way out or try to leave things hanging for the future. I think a lot of people were kind of expecting that after kind of had all the cliffhangers at the end of a lot of the movies in the series, but they really had a definitive end in this one. Another thing I liked is they got rid of all the unrealistic and cheesy dialogue. I felt that was, I think, my biggest issue with Halloween Kills was just the dialogue was just so weird, especially between like the couples, like the old couple and the guys living in the Myers house. They just I felt like some of their lines were just really like unrealistic, and their reactions to Michael, and I just didn't like a lot of the dialogue in that movie, and of course like the evil dies tonight thing. But this one, it seems like they really got away from all that. There wasn't any like weird dialogue that was like making me cringe or anything. Another thing I really liked was the opening scene. It introduces us to a new character, and I think it's actually maybe the most like scary / suspenseful scene in the film, because you really you have no idea what's going on at that point, or what you need to watch out for or anything. So yeah, I really liked that opening. So now for the cons. So Laurie's attitude. So you've probably read in the film description that Laurie's, she's trying to move on and just live her life. At the beginning of this movie, she's trying to, kind of put everything in the past, all the things that happened in the previous films. And I just didn't understand how she's able to do that after her daughter was killed at the end of Halloween Kills, and Michael is still out there on the run. He could come back and get her at any time. And you compare that to Halloween 2018, where Michael had killed some of Laurie's friends 40 years in the past and was safely locked up in a mental institution, but she wasn't able to move on at that point. She was still spending like every day preparing. It was taking over her whole life, kind of ruined her relationship with her family. So I just just didn't make much sense to me. Also, Allison's behavior in this movie, there's some weird and confusing things, but I'll get more into that in the spoiler review, because that would kind of give too much away, I think. There's not that many like really scares or suspense in this film. There's another issue I had, especially compared to Halloween 2018. Where there were some really suspenseful scenes, like when, Laurie's searching her house for Michael, or when Oscar gets attacked by Michael with the motion sensor lights going on and off, so you're like not seeing where Michael is for, periods of like a few seconds. Another thing was the screen time was unevenly distributed, in my opinion. I think it should have been allocated a little differently, but that's something I'll need to expand on in the spoiler review. And lastly, the portrayal of Michael. I felt like it was kind of inconsistent for me. That's something else I'll talk about later. But yeah, there are just some things that didn't exactly make sense to me. So in conclusion, definitely go see this movie for yourself. As I said, it's a divisive film. So who knows? Maybe you'll love it, maybe you'll hate it. For me, I think it's somewhere in the middle. There were some things I liked, there were some things I didn't. I definitely think that it had the potential to be a lot more, but I did have a good time going to see it with my friends, and I'll definitely pick it up when it comes out on Blu-ray. So thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in for my spoiler-filled review once you've seen the movie. I've got lots more videos coming, so I'll see you guys soon.